matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Corral going to bootleg it. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Right, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. And they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my he just stuck it out there, and he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The Panthers at 10-4 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucks and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Corral to throw once again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right. You love that.
Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd and 11. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Cook makes the catch on the out route. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed a pass and lost yardage on the play.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21 yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. They'll try and run the option, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action, Corral. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, Carter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Carter. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Corral on 2nd down. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Carter. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. 4th down, Corral looking to throw it. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down. On the option to give to Swift here. Room here to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Boy, the run on 1st down a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 9, Corral. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. On 1st down, it's Corral. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another
touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Panthers nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he'll be out right at the 35. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
A run there on first down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Let's go now.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
And Myles Garrett, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
On the option to give to Swift here.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Panthers will get the football back. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah, and the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the option to give to Swift here. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Here we go on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
That is caught by Anderson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Corral's throw here into the hands of Moore. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Corral. Throw right side complete to Carter. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A 1st down throw here for Corral. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
19 more yards.
Throwing here, Corral. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, Those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Even with a big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
At the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Corral. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Off the play fake. Here's Corral. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On first down, Corral. He's going to look deep for Moore. And that is incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd and 10, here's Corral. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. To the air again with Corral. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Corral looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. 3rd down, Corral.
Back-to-back catches here for Carter. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Throwing on 2nd and long. Corral. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A gain of 11 yards. It's fourth down.
Fourth down, here's Corral. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter, and this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They will run straight ahead with Swift. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, 5, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
So this one's over.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah.